An electric vehicle perk ending soon. Solo drivers losing HOV lane access after next month.
Today is Liberation Day.
Reforming California's congressional district lines.
A teacher at an all-boys Catholic high school in North Park charged with distributing child pornography.
We'll show you how you can prevent an expensive vet bill this Fox Hill season.
After 270 days, the USS Carl Vinson returns home, and there's lots of new babies for the sailors to meet.
Gloria McCoy, how you feeling?
Great.
On the run for 80 years. We'll tell you about her next big race.
CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts now.
Many electric vehicle owners are finding themselves in a fast lane to frustration as a popular perk is nearing the end of its ride. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. For more than 2 decades, solo EV drivers have enjoyed zipping through the carpool lane thanks to special clean air decals. But as CBS 8's Brian White reports, that benefit is about to hit the brakes.
So we are driving in the HOV lane.
Elaine Borsett is president of the Electric Vehicle Association of San Diego. She drives a Tesla Model S and says the carpool lane access has made a real difference.
When I was working, to be able to commute from North County to Kearny Mesa every day, be able to use the carpool lane with just a single driver, that was a huge time savings.
The Clean Air Vehicle Decal program started in 1999 to encourage drivers to go electric. It's been low cost, just $22 for a sticker, and effective.
Over the course of the program, around 1 million sets of decals have been distributed to drivers, and there's currently about 500,000 that are active on the roads today.
But starting October 1st, those decals will no longer grant access to the carpool lane. California officials say it's because federal approval was not extended.
This program does require federal approval, and unfortunately, we were informed that the federal government would not be extending the program.
The California DMV says more than 400,000 drivers will be impacted, and many, like Borsett, say it's a step in the wrong direction, especially at a time when California is pushing for cleaner transportation.
It's really sad to see it go away. I'm hoping that the state of California can do something to bring it back. I hope that nationally we can do something to bring it back.
Environmental advocates say the program helped reduce emissions, traffic, and even convinced some drivers to make the switch to EVs.
The HOV sticker was an incentive, and so it was the extra nudge to get some people into an electric vehicle.
Federal lawmakers have introduced a bill that would let states continue granting carpool access to EVs through 2031. But unless Congress acts before the end of September, the program's gone. Now, people can apply for one of these clean air vehicle decals through August 29th, but again, the program is set to expire October 1st. Brian White, CBS 8.
Thanks, Brian. A stunning political move from Governor Gavin Newsom tonight that could reshape California's congressional delegation temporarily. The governor's announcement essentially declares war on Republican redistricting efforts nationwide.
CBS 8's Abby Black is live in Santee with how this could impact San Diegans in North and East County specifically. Abby.
Carlo and Marcella, Republican Congressman Darrell Issa represents Santee, a district that typically votes red. But if voters approve redrawing these congressional lines, Democratic Congress delegation could represent this area of San Diego County for the first time.
You got to meet fire with fire. I mean, this is a break the glass moment for our democracy, for our nation. The world's watching us.
San Diego County Republicans are not taking this lightly. Governor Newsom is rallying Democrats to temporarily scrap the state's independent redistricting process, potentially flipping 5 red seats blue.
I think it's unfortunate that Governor Newsom is playing politics with California's finances.
The special election could cost taxpayers $200 million.
No price tag for democracy.
This is direct retaliation against what Democrats call Texas Republicans' gerrymandering offensive, backed by Trump. Now, Florida, Missouri, and Indiana are among the red states considering redistricting too.
This is not just about Texas. This is about running away with this system and rigging it midterm. So we're not going to sit back passively.
The plan puts a constitutional amendment on next November's ballot, but only if red states follow through first. Republicans call it an end run around democracy.
But to be devil's advocate, some people say, well, why is it okay for Texas to redistrict, but not okay for California?
Right. In Texas, they have a system, which is the Texas legislature decides when there's going to be redistricting. That's what the law says. Each state gets to decide. So Texas has within its own power to change the lines when it wants to. Whereas in California, it is up to the Citizens Commission on Redistricting, and that happens every 10 years.
There are 9 Republican congressional districts in California. 5 could turn blue if voters approve, which include Congressman Darrell Issa's district, despite opposition from Schwarzenegger to the League of Women Voters.
You have 535,000 Republicans in San Diego County, and you could be in a situation where we have 0 Republican House of Congress members here in San Diego County. Is that democracy? Is that equal representation?
The legislature has until next Friday to vote. Democrats have the 2/3 majority they need. Low voter turnout is expected in this off-year election, but it's important to keep in mind that if voters approve this, that these maps would only be temporarily and they would take effect during the 2026, 2028, and 2030 election.
Abby, so what does San Diego's lone Republican representative, Congressman Darrell Issa, have to say about all of this?
Well, a representative got back to me today, and they shared a statement from the entire California Republican congressional delegation, and they are encouraging all Californians to vote no. They say that the governor is trying to power grab, Carlo.
This is a huge story. We will be following it in the coming days, weeks, and months. Abby Black reporting for us. Thanks, Abby. And while Governor Newsom was announcing that redistricting plan, federal agents appeared to be conducting a raid outside the downtown Los Angeles venue where Newsom was speaking. Newsom even addressed their presence, saying, quote, "Do you think it's coincidental?" Video shows what appeared to be someone being detained. LA Mayor Karen Bass scrutinized the federal presence, saying it has nothing to do with safety.
The exact opposite of keeping our city safe. We do not need them here, and they had no business to come here and provoke this.
Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem addressed the incident in an interview with Fox News, saying agents were there because they had information migrants accused of crimes were in the area, but she said she did not know the specifics.
A North County babysitter who admitted to taking part with her boyfriend in molesting multiple young girls in her care was sentenced today to 100 years to life in prison. Brittany Lyon advertised her services online, specifically targeting special needs children between the ages of 3 and 7. Prosecutors say the now 31-year-old drugged and abused the victims alongside her boyfriend, Samuel Cabrera, who was currently serving 8 life without parole terms, plus an additional 300 years. The couple was arrested back in 2016 after one of the victims told their mother about the abuse.
A teacher at a private Catholic high school in North Park was set to appear in court today on child pornography charges.
But as CBS 8's David Gottfredson reports, his appearance was delayed for a second time.
Ryan Segura was supposed to appear in federal court Thursday on a charge of distributing child pornography. But the prosecutor told the judge he was just released from the hospital, so his initial appearance was put off until Friday. According to his LinkedIn page, the 27-year-old has worked for the past 4 years as a religion teacher at St. Augustine High School in North Park. He was also a track and field coach at the private Catholic school, and before that, he worked at a middle school in Vista with the Diocese of San Diego. FBI agents arrested Segura on Tuesday after serving a search warrant at his house. It's unclear why he was then hospitalized. His attorney declined to comment. Court records show the investigation started when agents arrested a man in Denver in September of last year. They searched that man's cell phone and allegedly found text messages between both men, including videos of young boys engaged in sex acts. Following his arrest, Segura allegedly admitted that he had exchanged sexual abuse material with the Denver man and told the agents he did sometimes view the material, although he claimed he quit viewing the child pornography back in March of this year. In a statement, a spokesperson for St. Augustine High School wrote in part, "We are deeply concerned about the arrest of Ryan Segura and have placed him on administrative leave pending an investigation. We have been told by law enforcement that they do not believe that any students were affected." If convicted, Segura faces a maximum of 20 years in prison. A preliminary hearing is set for August 28th. At the federal courthouse, David Gottfredson, CBS 8.
Thanks, David. The prices businesses pay for the things you buy are on the rise.
What that means for your wallet still ahead. Plus, the concerning findings from a report on our planet's health and the records set last year.
And it's foxtail season. We're working for you, explaining the damage they can cause and how to keep your pets safe.
Most of our overnight lows will be in the 60s yet again first thing in the morning, but it's the daytime highs that are taking a change and a hit into the start of the weekend. All those details, they're coming up.